Welcome to the NDU Support Center. In this video, we will walk through the process for connecting to and operating the audiovisual equipment in Marshall Hall and Lincoln Hall classrooms. Let's begin. Note, always arrive 30 minutes early to set up the AV equipment for a room, especially if this is your first time setting up a room. This will allow ample time to log into the system and to validate that all systems are operating properly. Classrooms are configured with a pre-installed in-room laptop located on the podium or front desk. Verify the two USB cables for the in-room laptop are in place and firmly pressed into the laptop. One cable is a USB-C to the docking station, and the other cable is a USB-A to the camera. Next, log into the in-room laptop. Note, if this is your first time logging into a particular in-room laptop, it takes as long as 30 minutes to complete loading your profile. This is a reason to arrive early. The next step is to power on the Crestron device. The Crestron device is a tablet-like touchscreen monitor mounted on the wall. This device controls the displays and audio equipment, as well as syncing audio and video devices to Microsoft Teams. The Crestron display will be showing one of three views. If it's blank, touch the screen anywhere and it will wake the device. If showing the Teams buttons, as shown here, press the settings icon on the bottom right of the Crestron touchscreen. The NDU logo will then appear. If the NDU logo is already showing, you are ready to proceed. With the NDU logo showing, touch anywhere on the screen to begin the system startup. When prompted, "Are you sure you want to power on the system?" select Yes, turn the system on. The Crestron screen will now display, "Please stand by, system is warming up." The monitors and projectors will automatically power on at this point. We'll start by assigning the video sources on the displays. Begin at the top of the Crestron device by selecting the source to be displayed. This is normally the room PC. Next, select the display destination. Note, different rooms may have different display options. However, in this example, we will choose the Sharp LCD for the big screen monitor. Next, select the audio note in the lower right of the Crestron screen. Again, select Room PC for the source of room audio. Note, the room volume can be controlled from the screen. At this point, the laptop, displays, and audio should all be configured and working properly. The next step is to log in and connect to your TiFlex meeting. Open MS Teams by double-clicking on the Teams icon on the desktop. Select the Calendar view. Select Join for the desired meeting or class. You may need to click the meeting to see meeting details and select Join from this menu. When you select Join, this will open a window to verify device settings prior to actually joining or starting the class. Select the Settings icon next to To-Crestron-Custom. Verify the video being played is correct, and verify settings is shown. The speaker is the Crestron Intel Display Audio. The microphone is MMX-6-USB Crestron. And the camera, the PTZ Pro 2. If you are in Lincoln Hall rooms 1105, 1107, or 1119, the settings are very similar with the audio devices reading Crestron Avia DSP-1282, microphone Crestron Avia DSP-1282, and the camera is still the PTZ Pro 2. Now, you can select Join to join or start the meeting. Once the team meeting is initiated, if needed, the device settings can be found in the main toolbar by selecting the three dots, then selecting Device Settings. Once your meeting or class is finished, you will power down the system with these simple steps. On the top left of the Crestron device, press the Power button icon. A message will appear. "Are you sure you want to power off the system?" Select Yes, turn off the system, and the system components will automatically power down. Lastly, sign out of the in-room laptop. Note, please do not shut down the computer. Sign out only. You can do this by simultaneously selecting Ctrl-Alt-Delete on your keyboard and select the Sign Out option. Lastly, on your way out, please return the equipment, cables, and AV components to a neat and ready condition for the next class or presenter. Thanks for watching. If you need any help, please reach out to the NDU Service Desk at 202-685-3824.